What's going on? This is Micah McCreary with Truex Outdoors, here with my good buddy Tyler McLean. What's going on, Tyler?
Hey, how are you today?
Good. How about you?
Not too bad.
That's awesome. So we're here at your business place that you just opened up last month, right?
Yeah, well, actually, we've been open up just a little bit longer than that. I guess we've been open up realistically late November. We took it off the ground and finally got all our signage up on our windows. So here at Southern Insurance Professionals, you drive by here on 35, you can see the windows. They got all of our numbers and what we do, home, life, auto, commercial. Do a little bit of everything in the insurance world.
That's awesome. And your wife works with you?
Absolutely. She is very seasoned in this field, and she's helped bring me along the way. So learned a lot from my mentor, my wife,
Sweet.
Ashton.
So you handle a lot of personal stuff or commercial. You do both, right?
Yeah, we do both. Yeah, we of course, personal auto, home, I guess is more of our bread and butter, but as far as commercial policies and general liability policies, life insurance, we dabble in all of it.
Sweet. Well, we've been friends for the past, what do you think?
It's been a little while now.
Yeah, about 6-7 years,
yeah, maybe going back to late 2016,
yeah,
I think, when we first got introduced.
Yep. And we were able to go on a couple hunts.
Yes, we've had some memories.
Good memories. Let's talk about that memory. That time we went to Section on a 10-acre.
Yeah, so, going back in time, I can remember it well. And one reason why I can remember the date, which is January 5th, 2019, because the following year my son was born on the same day. But January 4th, we got together and we were chatting. I think we were sitting in your living room and you said, do you want to go hunting tomorrow? And I said, yeah, let's go. And I remember specifically asking you if we needed to bring a four-wheeler, and you was like, no, we don't need a four-wheeler. It's only a 10-acre tract, no big deal. So we didn't, and we went up to Section, and of course blind, and it's in the middle of the morning, so it's super dark. And of course I got a little turned around because I saw some flashlights, and lo and behold, it was actually your flashlight.
Yeah, but, I was up in a tree, and I said, all right, go left of where I was going. And I climbed up in my tree, and then I seen him coming to right. I called him, I'm like, is that you? Yeah.
Oh, man. So, I went out here on, I guess it was more of a pine thicket that was kind of in front of Micah. And I just shimmied up a tree because it started breaking daylight. And I was thinking to myself, I'm glad I'm in the woods because it's awesome being in the woods. But realistically, had zero confidence in seeing anything. But, of course, just shimmied up that tree, took it easy, was good and secure and safe in my tree, and I heard some squirrels start barking, and
it's always a good sign.
Always
usually.
a good sign. So I knew there might have been potentially something around the bluff, but didn't think much about it. Just chilling, and then all of a sudden I see to me a good sized buck coming through the woods.
Yeah,
and I got excited. So I was like, oh man, this is good, because at the time I'd never really killed any sizable buck. Mm-hmm. So the deer came and it kind of went across, I guess, a holler, a gully where the water came down the mountain. And I thought, man, I'm not going to have a shot on this. It's gone. I can't see it anymore. So I'm just being patient, of course, and heart's pounding. And all of a sudden, the deer had went through a little thicket and come back around because he was actually following a horned tree trail that he was checking and freshening up.
Did you even see it coming in?
No, had no idea, because like I said, there was in the dark, didn't know where I was at. Only reason really why I stopped and climbed a tree is because I was like, I know that there's no more property here, and I didn't want to really go off go out on somebody else's property. Yeah. And I said I knew I needed to get up a tree, so I just really blind luck is how that buck came about. But anyways, that deer came through and he was on this trail and he was coming right towards me. And I'll be honest with you, I was carrying a 7 mag, if I'm not mistaken, and I knew that it was so thick in that area that he come in between a couple of trees. That would be one of the only shots I could take. So I pulled up my scope because he was walking, and as soon as I saw brown come through that little area. Boom, pulled the trigger. And deer Micah was, of course, like I said, behind me, and I didn't know at the time. I called him, or he called me, I can't remember.
Yeah,
and
I was asleep.
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
You fell asleep.
And when he shot, my heart dropped. And then I called Tyler. He said, "Big buck down."
Big buck down.
Kaboom.
It was so good, though. So, of course, shimmy down the tree and started looking for some blood. And it was kind of thick. Like I said, when you're up a tree and you're looking down, it's totally different than being on ground level, as all you hunters know. But so I got down and we found just a little blood trail, and I knew where the deer had went. So me and Micah tore out, and there he was, piled up. And maybe, what do you think, Micah? 70 yards away, 65?
It felt like a mile.
It felt like a mile, but it was really just because of the steepness.
That had to be the worst drag I think I've ever.
Yeah, it was definitely the best drag for myself, but very tough because we had to haul. Honestly, the deer was a very mature buck. It didn't hardly have a tooth in its head, so it was definitely going on the downhill. And the buck was a tall, almost perfectly symmetrical 8-point buck.
Yeah.
With probably only a 13-inch spread.
Do you think he was a 4 or 5 year old deer?
He was definitely 5 years plus.
Yeah.
Like I said, he didn't hardly have a tooth in his head, but he was so small framed when it comes to the width, but he had some height and some girth
And the mass.
I mean,
Man,
he was a good buck, and if I'm not mistaken, it was maybe 128, 129-inch buck.
Yeah, I was thinking about
that it scored out, and I promise you guys, for it only to be about 12, 13-inch spread, that's a really good buck, especially for an 8-point. But he was heavy, man. I bet he field dressed probably. What do you think? Close to 200 pounds, Michael?
Probably.
Yeah.
I was trying to get Tyler to just cut the deer's head off. Like, let's get this deer out of here. After the first hour trying to pull that deer up that mountain.
Yes, it was. When we were trying to hustle too, because if I'm not mistaken, y'all had to go to a funeral, you and your wife, and sing at a funeral that day.
Yeah.
So we were trying to hustle out of there, and it all worked out really good because, like I said, it wasn't long after daylight the buck came through. But what a memorable 10-acre blind hunt that we went on.
Yeah.
And the days after that, Micah got pretty excited to go back.
The same tree that Tyler climbed up, and I decided to test my luck and had another 8-pointer come out. It was a smaller buck, but it came out, shot it, dropped it. It was awesome. And I took my company truck back there to get it. Oh, man. Did about $3,500 worth of damage to it. Ran into a fence post, ran into a tree.
Yeah, they had
was
some
terrible.
good four-wheeler trails, but it was definitely a little bit tougher to get and maneuver a truck in there, no doubt.
Yep. Thanks for insurance. So
Yes.
you got to have insurance, people. So.
Yes, that's why insurance is good. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Of course, I'm in insurance, and that's what I do for a living, but don't we all hate insurance?
Yes.
I know I personally do, but in the event that those accidents happen, that's what you have insurance for.
Right.
And thankfully, Micah and the company they was working with had good insurance on that vehicle, or it could have been a lot out of pocket.
And I wasn't fired. That was a plus because everybody else was using their truck as a hunting truck too. So I kind of got away with that one, but yeah.
Yep, it was good though.
Just a little slap on the wrist. But guys, check out Southern Insurance Professionals. They're in Woodville, Alabama. Great people, Tyler and Ashton McLean. Really proud of them and them starting this store here in Woodville.
Yes, we're excited to be here. Honestly, it's a great community. We're located right here off Highway 35 next to the post office. We've got some sister/master agency ones out there in Huntsville in the Providence area. It's the main gig, so to speak, and we got another one down there closer to the beach area, closer to the Mobile area. So all across the state, we write insurance. We're fortunate enough to have some companies that we write insurance in Tennessee, South Carolina, Texas, Georgia, Mississippi. So we don't just do Alabama, but that is our primary. That's where we can do more companies for more people. But if you've got rentals or condos or you've got even home or auto in another state, hey, give us a call. We'll be glad to see if we can do business there, because we love to serve and help everyone.
All right, what's a good phone number that they can reach you at?
Okay, right here at our office is a good number that you can reach us at, and that's 256-812-9151. And I don't mind giving my personal cell, and that's 256-679-9793. We carry our laptops with us, so even if we're at our home and you give me a call after hours because of your busy work schedule, hey, we'll sit down and we'll see what we can do for you. We're here to help.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for joining me on this Truex Outdoors podcast, and maybe we can get another good hunt here soon and have something else good to talk about.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to get to hunt with Michael McCreary and Truex Outdoors. It's so much fun. I look forward to future hunts, and look forward to future hunts with our children.
Yeah, man. All right, well, thanks so much, and thanks for tuning in to Truex Outdoors, and we see you next time.